Hey guys, it's Mike,
It's Rich,
and we are Bougie
bougie
in
in
the
the boonies.
Boonies
I don't know why I was gonna say KNER.
because we love them. That's why. All right, so today we are doing finally our Q and A. We are going to answer hopefully all the questions that you have asked. We definitely wrote down a lot. Um, some questions we might answer very briefly. Some we may get into a lot of detail. We don't want to bore y'all too much and have this video like an hour and a half because we can talk. So
But that's fine. Even if it is, we're gonna sit and we're gonna talk to them. We're gonna talk to you
yes.
guys.
So all right, let's get started.
Well, before we get started, shout out to Tennessee Stud. We have hard cider, watermelon flavor.
Watermelon. We
Watermelon
did
flavor.
buy also blueberry, and blackberry. I was going to say blueberry. um, it's good. It's really good.
Cheers.
All right. So
You're supposed to sip after you cheers.
I did.
No, you sipped, cheers, and then put your cup
Oh,
down.
let me sip again.
Tell him, guys, that's what he did.
Well, we'll obviously see it in the video. All right. I will do like 4 questions. Richie will do like 4 questions
But we're gonna each answer all the questions
together.
each.
Yeah.
Like we'll each have an answer for them.
Okay. So our first question is, where did y'all meet? So we met through mutual friends. Um, do you remember where?
Well, it was in Sunrise.
Well, I know it was in Florida, in Sunrise area, but do you remember where? No. It's been like 6 years, so it's been a while. I believe Flanagan's.
No, Longhorn, Longhorn,
Longhorn.
Longhorn. I had to look him in the eyes to really try to get that feeling back.
So yeah, we met through mutual friends. Um, and then I don't know what brought up the subject of school, and we all started talking about school. And I have a knack or niche for math, and Richie needed a little bit of help in algebra.
Because I hate math, never been good in math,
I hate English. I'm horrible in English, so we
and I'm
make up
great with
there.
English.
So I helped out with the math, and then things kind of developed from there.
The crazy part about it was, though, we knew each other. Like, so when we met through mutual friends, we knew each other from that, but didn't really start hanging out with one another till like 2 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then I was like, "Hey, are you good with math?" That's where the math part came in.
All right. So, next question. What do we do for work? I'll let you take this one first.
Well, I've said it in videos before, but for those of you who do not know, I am a flight attendant. I will keep the airline disclosed. Like I will not disclose that just because it's at my comfort zone. However, if you do happen to see me on one of my flights, then great. So be it. Please say hi. Point out where you know me from. But yes, I am a flight attendant. I actually really, really love my job.
Yes. I work in the restaurant industry. I'm not going to disclose where I work. I am trying to get into management. I do go to school for hospitality and tourism management. I'm working on my bachelor's right now, and then hopefully going for my master's. We'll see. Because school's expensive. Uh, it's a lot of money, and I feel like some people I work with who are in management never went to school. So the thing that I like though is I'm getting more of like a background in it. So I'm learning a lot more of like the HR side and operation side of things. I've taken theme park management classes. Um, Maybe get into Dollywood one day. But no, I do want to grow with the company I'm with right now. So hopefully that does pan out. There is a lot of opportunity for growth. But yeah, so I am in the food industry. All right, next question.
What precipitated your big move and change in lifestyle?
I could not read your writing.
And my writing is neat,
It is. I
guys.
just could not read that one word.
The handwriting is neat.
Maybe the wine's hit me a little bit.
Already?
I don't drink like that, so
Yeah,
you
he is
know.
a lightweight. I'm the heavyweight.
So
Shout out to Aaron, KNRBTV, drink buddy.
shout out to Kim too, because
Of course, she's
Kim's my
amazing.
non-drinking buddy. She'll have drinks like me. We'll partake, especially in tastings, but we're not one to just sip on drinks. That's Richie and Aaron's job.
That's right. That's right.
So the move. Well, we came here in 2021. Yes,
Yes.
2021.
2021.
I have been here before when I was a child with my family, but in 2021 we came here on vacation to come see Kim and Aaron. As you know, we were in those videos. We did the whitewater rafting and all that, um, and we fell in love with it. Funny story though, before we get to that, when we were here and we did vacation, we all got COVID.
But we had no idea.
It was horrible when we got
We
home.
honestly just we were also with Mike's best friend Kimmy.
Kimmy, yes.
She came with us to come visit Kim and Aaron, and we were just like, dang, like we got the sniffles. So we let Kim and Aaron know, and they're like, oh my gosh, dang, you guys are gonna probably get us sick, but who
Well,
cares?
no,
We still want to come visit you. And then they told us later on that day that they had the sniffles.
that they were feeling a little
Yes.
under the weather, but we rallied. We had a good time. We went to Dollywood when we first got here. Honestly, we did not know that we had COVID.
We did not.
We just thought it was like allergies. When we got home, though, that's when it like really hit us. And same with them. But yeah, I was totally off topic, but that is one thing that I'll always remember is how all five of us got five. Yes, five
Yeah.
got COVID. We all went through the motions together. We all lost our taste and smell.
I lost mine for the longest.
I lost mine for a day. Thank the Lord. It was one day. But anyways, so coming here, vacationing, we really, really loved it. Um, we hinted at it, we talked about it. I was kind of hesitant about it, so I brushed it under the rug and didn't talk about it again.
And me, I was ready.
Yes. So then last year, I came here without Richie because Kim and Aaron invited me. I've never seen snow before. As you know, there is a video of my first snow with them. And I came here, seen the snow, loved it, still didn't question it about moving here. Went home, and then Richie asked me again. He's like, hey, would it be something you're up for? And I was like, maybe, I don't know. It's just my whole family, his whole family, for the most parts, in Florida. So I was kind of hesitant because I've never, granted, I was 3 hours away from my family, but it was just a 3 hour car ride away. So it was just like a kind of like a thought that I was nervous about. And then I came up again in February of 25 and for my birthday. And then Richie surprised me and came up. I did not know he was coming. And
But then he checked my ding location, and I just so happened to have reception when he checked it.
you weren't supposed to say anything. Okay? We could have just kept it a surprise. Anyway,
He acted surprised.
I did. And then I kind of spilled the beans. I was like, I kind of figured it because it showed you were here and you said you were flying to South Dakota and you were definitely not in South Dakota. Um, but anyways, after that, he went home. I stayed a few more days. And then when I went home, he brought it up again and was like, I really want to move to Tennessee. Would you be down? And I was just like, fine, let's do it.
However, let me add in the reason that I brought that up again was because not only was he not giving me an answer, and I've been ready to move somewhere else besides Florida that had season change, but with my job, I'm able to transfer bases. So they had openings for Knoxville. So I was like, listen, if this is something we're gonna do, we need to make a decision now because then I can put the transfer in. So he said, okay. I said, all right, I'll put the transfer in now, but if I get it, I'll have to go ahead and start working in Knoxville in June of 2025.
No, no, no. It was originally supposed to be December. Remember?
No, it was no.
The
We no 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 no. We planned. That was what we wanted.
yes,
But I didn't. I applied in spring because they had the openings for summer.
and but remember, it was your instructor or whatever said you'll most likely get in for June versus getting in for December. So then that's when you were like, "Would you be fine with that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
No, my instructor had nothing to do with it. I was already an instructor at that point.
Somebody told you because I remember you coming to me. I do remember this because you were like, "Look, I know we were going to do December. I may have to do June because they have openings then. Are you okay being here
The reason
from
why
June till
the reason why I said that was because there was openings for the summertime and there was less than 5 flight attendants that they needed, and I did not want to take the chance of doing it in fall and then there not being any positions open. And sure enough, fall comes around and there was no positions to transfer into Knoxville.
so that's why I moved in November. Originally, it was planned for December. I was going to move December 15th. Um, Sped things up because I was just ready to get out of Florida. And now we're here. So,
And as far as changing lifestyle as well, I'm originally from New York, so
pardon me if you heard that.
I've had a big um taste of city life and country life when I would go upstate to visit upstate New York at my aunt's house. So I've always enjoyed both. However, I was so much of a city boy, and then when I moved to Florida, I was just over it so fast and I wanted out. I moved in 2007 to Florida and then finally moved out in 2025.
I was born and raised in Florida.
So I was completely over it.
Born and raised in Fort Lauderdale. Moved to Vero, then moved to Orlando, and now I'm here.
Southern hospitality is a real thing, and
Yes.
it's great and lovely.
All right. Next question. Will you eventually take your RV on the road, or is it meant to be stationary? So we can move it. Are we going to? Maybe. Not anytime soon. I definitely want to enjoy the Tennessee life. I love it so far. I'm happy to be in the mountains. I'm ready to experience it in spring because I didn't get to do that. Yes, I came here and visited Rich while he was up here.
That was in the summer, though.
Summer,
Yeah, yeah.
which I kind of feel like spring and summer are almost the same thing. It's just a little bit more hot. Um, but I'm ready to like experience going in the rivers, going through the mountains during spring because right now a lot of things are closed in the mountains due to seasonal. And granted, this has been a hotter winter from what I've heard for people who have lived here. That this is abnormal. A lot of them love it who have lived here their whole lives. They say it's great because they prefer the heat or more of the hot side. I wouldn't say like the heat. Um, but yeah, I want to experience what you got to experience when you got here in June. I haven't gotten to experience that much yet. What do you think?
Um, how we spoke about taking the RV on the go, yes. Again, my job allows me to transfer, so I do have a lot of places that we can transfer to if that did come about and we were like, all right, let's give it a shot. But as Mike did state, as of right now, we're in Tennessee. We want to enjoy it. We're enjoying it right now, and we want to continue to enjoy it.
Yes.
Um, if in the future something comes about, we will definitely let you guys know.
Yes.
So,
We might keep it on the low and then just surprise y'all though.
all right. Next question: did Kim and Aaron make you move? Leia, there's no one there.
Yes, they did.
They were not the only reason why we moved. They were a very big part of the
it,
reason why we
yes.
moved. However, ever since Mike and I met, I've mentioned to him that I did not want to stay in Florida for the rest of my life. Like, I want to move out.
Yeah, wasn't per se Tennessee.
And then he also let me know that he wants to move out too because he lived here his whole life in Florida. So there was a lot of our own personal reasons as well on why we made the big decision to move. But Kim and Aaron were a very big part of that decision.
Yes, I feel like
And then they left.
I feel like if they weren't in Tennessee and we didn't come and visit, would we have come here? Maybe. Again, like I said, I came here as a child, with my parents, my siblings, a few times too. But they definitely were a big part of it because if they weren't here, we didn't come and visit. I don't think I would have. Honestly, I don't think I would have came here again. I'm not. Let me not say
Yeah, he would have
never,
because Melissa lives here.
but Melissa moved here. Well, yeah, because of her aunt.
Melissa lives here, and then
Yeah,
I came to visit her.
yeah, but
You would have.
the Kim and Aaron had a really big part in it due to them being here and us coming to visit and falling in love with it.
All right. Next question. Were you both able to keep your jobs?
No,
Yes, as you guys know, I already said a flight attendant, so I can transfer bases. I was able to keep my job.
I was not. I worked for Premise Health through the Walt Disney Company. Loved the job. I actually worked with my sister in law. She was one of the best managers. Also, my manager, Brittany, which, if Brittany, you're watching this, was amazing. Um, she really, really pushed hard. Her and my sister in law, Kristen, pushed really, really, really hard to try to get me remote. Unfortunately, the company wouldn't allow it. They did have remote positions, but it was only in the state of Florida, unfortunately. I would have loved to stay with the company. I loved everybody I worked with. I loved the company values. So if anybody from Premise Health is watching this and y'all decide, Disney finally decides to let remote go somewhere else, give me a call because I would love to come back to the company.
All right. Rich, do you still work for the airlines? Yes, I do. And I plan on staying with the airlines unless something drastic changes or happens. Will you guys ever take your channel or show on the road? Definitely a possibility.
No, we
I'm
will.
open to it.
We will.
But again, as of right now, we will be in Tennessee. So the on the road will be in different places of Tennessee.
That, or because we do have benefits of flying, we may take like a
Yeah.
day trip to a different state and do stuff like that. As for us moving the RV to a different state, not anytime soon.
All right. Go on.
My turn.
I was ready to hand it to you.
Sorry, I'm a little tipsy.
You need to drink more.
Will you guys start a social media page? We already have a TikTok. It is, what is it? At Bougie and the Boonies.
Yes, it started off as my personal page, but I barely like really use it. So I just turned it into Bougie and the Boonies. And I've been little by little adding like little snippets of the videos that we come out with. So there might be times on TikTok, for those of you who do have TikTok, if you're scrolling on Bougie and the Boonies page, you may see a little snippet on maybe what's to come. So yeah, Kim and
Uh,
Aaron did also let us know that we should do a Facebook page. We're in the talks of that. We'll see
and
how that
Instagram.
goes. That would have to be all on him if he's willing to keep up with it. Because for me,
I don't know because I edit these
I,
videos.
I'm really not a social media head like that, like I used to be. So
One fun thing about me, I know this is off topic. I did go to school a little bit for film editing, so that's how I learned how to do a little bit of editing. I do use iMovie right now. I want to eventually go back into Adobe because I'm really good with Adobe. So there could be a lot more effects I can do and stuff like that. So hopefully, but it's expensive. Um, and then maybe also starting an Instagram, but we'll see as the channel progresses and as things build a little bit more. We'll get to that. Do you miss being in Florida weather?
no,
Yes and no. I don't miss the heat. I don't miss the humidity. The only thing I will say I miss about Florida, or the few things I will say, is I miss my family. Being able to just go there easily. Like I said, it was only a 3 hour drive to get to my family. Um, I miss Disney. I'm a big Disney nerd, and I miss Universal. I'm a big theme park nerd.
However,
Um,
going back to what you were saying about 3 hour drive, it's only an hour and a half flight.
Flight, yes,
So, I mean, a more better way of travel, which is like the way of travel. So and it's shorter. So
but I miss my theme parks. Um, but I don't miss Florida. So
and I don't mean it like no, I don't miss Florida at all. Florida's a beautiful state. It's the paradise state. It's the tropical state. It is a gorgeous state. However, I like season change. I like to
yes,
feel different seasons of the year. So when it came to being humid all year round, it wasn't cutting it for me. I would shower and then as soon as I dry myself, it was like I was sweating bullets and yeah.
yeah.
So
I will say I'm very excited to experience the Four Seasons here because I came in at the tail end of fall. Which, granted, I got to see fall in New Hampshire, and I got to see a little bit of the fall here.
and the fall here was way more than New Hampshire.
Yes, but I still came in at the tail end because there were a lot of trees that had already completely lost their leaves and stuff. But I did get to see a lot still. But I want to actually be here for the brunt of it, like watching it go from spring to summer to fall, or from winter to spring to summer to fall. I'm
You
excited about
excited?
it. God, yes. All right. Why did y'all decide to RV? I'm answering this question. So you can
Well,
chime
I'm
in.
gonna answer
No, no,
it
no.
too.
You can chime in, but
Who's this guy?
so Kim and Aaron, 100% hands down, I have to give that to them because I never in my right mind would have done something like this if it was not for them. Um, During COVID, um, I don't know if you know, I've known Kim. I met Kim at one of our jobs, Bahama Breeze, back in 2012 or 2013. So I've known Kim for over 10 years. And then I met Aaron through her. And we just became, the three of us kind of became inseparable. I will say, I kind of lived at their apartment when they lived in Fort Lauderdale. Because at the time I did live with my father, my stepmom, and I just never wanted to be home. I loved being at their house. And during COVID, they decided they were leaving Florida, which dear. Um, and they were talking about getting an RV. And I was like, y'all are crazy. There's no way I could never do it. And they were like, oh, yes, you could. You're bougie. You need the best things, but it's not about that. Whatever. So they were doing a lot of research on YouTube about it. I went with them and looked at, I think it was one or two RVs. Maybe it was one. Um, and I will say they did a lot of research. They watched so many YouTube videos on how to check for water damage, what's a good RV, Class C's, fifth wheels, um, you, you name it, they watched it. Um, and then they winded up, it kind of got put on hold, I would say. I wouldn't say that they were completely like, no, they're not going to do it. They moved to Punta Gorda. I helped them with that move, went and visit them. And then they called me one day and were like, guess what we did? And I was like, what'd you do? And they were like, we bought an RV. And I was like, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. And then they
Answer.
fixed it all up. I'm not done yet. They fixed it all up. This is a really good story. Um, revamped it, changed things in it, painted it. It went from looking very, it was nice, but it went from looking very like older style to very like more modern. Um, they took it to Disney Orlando area, and we stayed at the Fort Wilderness campground. I loved it. Wouldn't say that I was going to move into it yet, but then as visit them and going to them and staying at it, I fell in love with the RV life. Still wasn't convinced, and then he kind of convinced me. But go ahead, tell your story.
So my side, yes, Kim and Aaron did play a big part in that as well. when I transferred out here to Knoxville with my job in June of 2025, he was so adamant about we need an apartment, we need an apartment. And me, I was like, I don't want an apartment. I'm over the apartment life. I'm sick and tired of it. Let's get a house. And he's like, no, I don't want a house. So I'm like, well, we need some kind of compromise. I'm like, we've been living in apartments our whole lives. So let's like try something new. So I said, let's look for either a house or at this point, since we've spoke about RVs, let's look at RVs. And then we started looking at RVs, and we actually got
I was still against it for a little bit.
we got very blessed
Yes.
with the way this RV came into our path. Shout out to Jill. She's our dear friend who we bought this RV from. She's great. She's become a very good friend. She's been helping us along the way as well as we're learning. But however, I came to see the RV. I let him know that, listen, I think that this might be it.
Still wasn't
So I'll
convinced.
send you videos, I'll send you pictures, I'll FaceTime you. So did that. And then he messaged me maybe like 2 days later and was like, tell Jill we want the RV. I love it. And I was like, okay.
Well, no, I came and saw it, and then that's when I was like, let's do
No.
it.
You text me. I will pull receipts. You text message me before you came to see it and was like, I love it. I want it. Let's do it.
I think, but what
So then we
solidified it.
did it. No, let me tell my story. So then he came to see it, and that was his double confirmation on, oh my gosh, yes, let's do it.
Yes.
So
yes.
that's how the whole RV life came about.
But yeah, I did not want a home. Nope. Did not want to be a homeowner.
You still got one more question.
No, 9.
You
10,
did 4.
11.
I did 8.
Oh.
You do up to 12.
Where
Clearly
are
he can't
y'all
count.
from? I already answered this question. Born and raised in Florida, and Richie answered this question already. New York, moved
Born
to
and
Florida.
raised in New York.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Excuse me, guys. Tell us about your fur babies. Well, we have 4. We have 4. We would have had 5, but one did pass away.
We don't have 4.
Lago.
Lago is not fur.
It doesn't matter. He's a baby. He's one of our babies.
He's a fish.
So he's being included in it.
He's a fish.
So he's so heartless.
I'm not heartless, but he's not a fur baby.
But you guys get my gist. He's one of our babies.
We can't pet
I
him.
pet him all the time when I change his tank.
I'm done.
So anyway, Lulu is the oldest. She's our oldest cat.
We got her right after we had COVID.
Lulu is what? 5.
I believe so. We got her in 2021. 2021. Because it was right after COVID.
That was when we were at Kimmy's.
Yeah.
2021. So Lulu's our oldest. She is the angel child. Even when she's in trouble, she's not in trouble because she's just such a great cat. She really is.
Yeah.
She's quiet. She keeps to herself. When she wants love, she will let you know she wants love. And when she's done, she gets up and she goes about her business.
Walks
she
away.
Doesn't bother anyone.
Yeah. Leia, we got in...
She looked this way.
I got Leia in 2022. We got Leia in 2022. Yeah, I got her from Blue Sky Puppies.
Blue Sky Puppies.
In Kissimmee.
We were choosing between an Alaskan Husky or the Boxer, was it?
And a Shiba Inu.
And the Shiba Inu. But then, I mean, this little cute face.
I will kind of say our niece sold the deal with Leia. Liana, our niece Liana. She was, oh, look at her cute. She laid on my foot. So
and she did kind of she kept on just giving us a look.
Yeah.
Like, help me, guys, help me. Kind of like when we saw Lulu through the glass too, you know, like they gave us this look.
Yes.
So we asked to see her, Leia. They brought her out to us, and
Liana, she
was jumping all over us.
Yes,
yeah.
But she gravitated towards Liana a lot.
So but Leia is very sassy.
Yes.
She listens when she wants to. Sometimes we have to raise our voice so that she can listen, and we hate doing that. But she is such a big lover. She loves to cuddle.
Yeah.
And if ever we're showing Lulu or Lincoln, who we'll talk about next, she gets very jealous.
Well, before we get into Lincoln, we did have a cat named Bear. Unfortunately, Bear
Passed
passed
away.
away very young. We got him, fell in love with him. He had these big bronze eyes.
He was a Maine Coon.
He was just the cutest thing ever. Come to find out, he had a liver shunt. And yeah, don't do it. Sorry, he's about to jump up there. And do not do it, Leia. Here we go. This is what we get. Um, he had a liver shunt. He got really, really, really sick. It cost us a lot of money to get him better.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
For those of you who do not know what a liver shunt is, it's an abnormal vessel that grows from the liver, and then the other end of the vessel is just basically in your bloodstream. And your liver is the organ that filters out all of the toxins for whatever you consume. So with that abnormal vessel, it was going it was filtering out, but then going through that
No, it
vessel
wasn't filtering at
into
all.
his, well, that's what I mean, where it was like filtering out to the vessel and going into his
Yeah,
bloodstream.
he wasn't. His liver was not, and the
So,
kidneys, not his. It was kidneys. Some with the kidneys too. It was a big
well,
thing.
because your kidneys help
Um,
filter it out.
we tried, and he got better, and then he ended up getting really sick again, and we kind of came with the decision to, isn't he a cutie? To put him down just because he was suffering. It was a very, very, very hard decision. But
He's so cute.
we gave him the best life because I feel though, if it was somebody else, I just have a weird feeling that they would have the moment that happened, they would have been like, "Goodbye, I don't want him." Um, we really tried, but we just unfortunately did not have the money to continue on with it because the surgery was really expensive, and then there was only a 20% chance that he would be fine after the surgery.
The success rate of the
Yeah, the
surgery.
success rate. So that was just too low of a number. If they would have said maybe 50-50, we probably would have tried to find a way to do it. But yeah, um, he is deeply missed. I don't want to get into it. I'm drinking, so I might get a little emotional. So let's just move on to Lincoln, who is our wild child. Wild
You
child.
guys might be able to see him in the camera right now.
Wild child.
He's very curious,
I call him the annoying. That's what I call him.
adorably cute.
Yes, but he gets into everything, knocks everything that moves off the counters, scratches what he can scratch, bites what he can bite,
Jumps
jumps
on
on
what
what
he
he can
can
jump
jump
on.
on. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the little Asian lady beetles that Tennessee has been having an issue with being so many lately. He chases them. I mean, he's like our pest control,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. But we don't let him eat them. He just will show us where they are and we go and get them because they are not good for animals.
But
They can,
however, he is very lovable as well.
yeah, they could burrow into their gums supposedly. I didn't know this.
And their ears.
And their ears.
But
But he is great. Sometimes I just want to throw him out the door,
he's
but I
very
would never.
lovable. He's starting to
Calm down,
um
mature.
he's no, that's not where I was getting at. He's starting to learn how to cuddle and be okay with cuddling. He wasn't before. Now him between him, Lulu, and Leia, all three of them literally try to sleep in my face, and I'm like, guys. So they spread out all around my neck and my face at night to sleep. I love it though. Mike doesn't. All right. How do y'all know Kim and Aaron?
I've already answered that
Mike
question.
answered that. I met them
Um,
through Mike.
Yes.
So
So I won't get
yeah,
into that story again.
they fell in love with me. They love me. They love me and they love me and I love them. All right. Who encouraged the idea to start a YouTube channel?
I did.
So a lot of our family and friends have been saying the way that we communicate, it's really funny and we should start like a reality show. So then he came up with the idea, well, why don't we just do a YouTube channel? Kim has always said, Rich, like you need to just like be on camera. You're natural, you have a dance history, you got this, you got that. You should just like be on camera. And then he started
I
to come around being on camera. Don't
Yeah.
disagree
Oh,
with me.
no,
Let me tell my
I said
story.
I don't like. I was gonna say I don't like to be on camera.
Oh, you were shaking your
I
head
was
like you were
not
disagreeing with
disagreeing
me.
with you. See how quick he is to
Hmm.
jump the
But
gun?
however, when you explain your story, I've been quiet, so let me explain mine. Thank
I
you.
was just
So
saying I
anywho,
do not like to be on camera.
um, yeah. So he was like, we need to start a YouTube channel, and Kim and Aaron kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Ended up in some of their videos, and
A
then we
lot of
ended
their
up,
videos.
doing it. So
Yeah, I came up here to visit when he had done his transfer, and we decided to go to Cades Cove, and I was like, let's film it. Let's do it for fun, for just giggles to see, and it winded up doing really well. So we were like, but I will say we did do well on our part, but if it wasn't for K&E announcing, I feel we wouldn't have gotten as many of you to know that we did it. So we do appreciate them a lot, because without them, I don't feel we would be as successful as we are now. So a lot of thanks to K&E.
I think, let me reword that. We would not have been as successful as fast
Yes.
as we are with this channel. Would we have been successful? Absolutely, because we always aim for success and we always aim to be better. But yeah, it happened really fast. Okay, my last question, and then back to Mike. Who is the planner versus the chaotic one? Planner, chaotic one.
Well, no, no, no. I'm both.
Every
I'm
single
both.
time.
I'm always wanting to plan things. I'm both.
You're
I'm
a
both.
chaotic
He'll
one.
plan too, but I plan, but I'm very chaotic.
You're a
I
chaotic.
am all over the
You are
place.
more chaotic than a planner
I
than
have
chaotic.
ADHD, so and I kind of got a little bit of OCD. So I
A little bit.
yes, my OCD is not that bad. My
It's
ADHD
bad,
is pretty
guys. It's
bad,
bad.
because maybe you could tell watching this video, I will just ramble on one thing and then be like, oh, let me go back to this thing. Oh, let me go to this thing. But yeah, I'm very chaotic.
It's never a dull moment with him.
It's a fun dull moment. I
It's
mean,
always a sharp moment
it's fun though.
with him. Sometimes.
It's fun though.
Sometimes. Only on the days that end in Y.
Uh, what's something about running a YouTube channel that surprised you? Having to make content. It's not as easy as people may think it is. It's hard, especially when you don't have the funds to do things, and a lot of things nowadays cost money. Um, especially food reviews. Um, as to why we have not done a lot of those yet, because we this move cost us a lot. So that is why we haven't really done too many food reviews. But me, I'm very impulsive. I will just say, yeah, we don't got the money, but we got credit cards. Let's go and do it. And he has to be my
I'm
voice
the
of reason. Like,
I'm the
it's
voice
not
of reason,
smart. I
literally.
don't think we should do that. It's not smart. I'm like, let's go. You only live once. Da, da,
And
da.
then I'll tell him, then you can go by yourself. And then he's like, okay, fine, then I'll go by myself. He'll get dressed and everything, and then he'll sit down next to me. Okay, fine, I'm not going.
Um,
And then
if
he thanks
we
me later.
Yes, if we had more money, we would definitely do a lot more food reviews, and we would do a lot more things in due time
And
once
we
we get
will
back. Yes, in
and we
due
will have
time.
more money.
We're just getting back on our feet.
We're getting back on our feet, just because we saved a pretty penny for this move.
Yeah, and
So
it did cost us a lot.
now it's just, okay, what are our expenses here monthly, and now what can we do?
Yeah, so
So yes,
just stay
we've been
tuned.
seeing the suggestions for places to eat, so we're keeping that in mind, because we
Yes,
do want to go to those places you guys are suggesting, so then we can give you our
honest
honest
review.
reviews about it. Another thing that surprised me about starting a YouTube channel was, and it's always even been as a like dancer being on shows and stuff, but like when you think you have enough content and then you're creating it and then you're like,
Oh,
dang, we only have this much, and it felt like we recorded a full day of it. So then we may need to like go back to the place or something to record more, so that it's like enough footage for a video.
yeah. I did tell him though, maybe if we don't record enough and we did like another video, we can just kind of combine the two. Um, if we don't want to go back, because some of these places we have gone are like an hour and a half away. So to drive all the way back out there again and do something like that. So if so be, we may have a video here and there that may have multiple days in one video.
In which we've already come out with that. And I honestly think that that's what makes us kind of unique and stand out with our channel. We don't just focus on one thing. We like to just do a lot of different things. So our videos have multiple things going on in them.
I will say another thing that surprised me, and then we'll end this question. The amount of love we got from people. I
Absolutely.
was pretty surprised. The support. I mean, we have had a few that weren't the nicest with some comments. We did delete them.
Blocked.
Um, but I mean, you're going to get those people that just are not friendly. All right, next question. What was your biggest "we're not in Florida anymore" moment?
From the moment I transferred here to Knoxville with my job.
I will say mine was realizing I was driving my car in the mountains. That was like my like, wow, I'm really not in Florida anymore. And then also waking up. It was like the second or third day here, and it was snowing.
Our second day here, it snowed.
Waking up and walking outside, and there was snow. I'm like, wow, I'm not in Florida.
Yeah,
I started at 16, no, 17, right?
you started at um
No, you did 12,
13,
13.
yeah, you started at 17. Lay up, be careful, baby.
So, what was your biggest adjustment, weather-wise, people, pace of life, food? Me, pace of life. I am go, 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 go.
Okay, no, I think
Um,
this question is everything. What was your biggest adjustment for weather, for people, for pace of life, and for food?
Weather, just actually having like cold for a longer time. People, the people are so nice out here. I won't say everyone is, but majority, like holding the door open. Thank you. No, ma'am. Or sorry, no, sir. Yes, sir. Are just
Yes, ma'am, no,
they,
ma'am.
yeah, it's way different from Florida. Pace of life. I am so is stuck in like the Florida fast pace that I won't forget. Well, the first time we went to Firehouse Subs. Lord forgive me. I'm adjusting. Um, we ordered our food, and when we were there for like a half hour, and I was like, do they need me to go behind this counter and help them make these sandwiches? Because it shouldn't be that hard to throw these sandwiches together.
Mike is a true Floridian and one of those type of Floridians where if he doesn't get his way right there and
It's
then
not
when
my
he wants
way.
it, how he wants it, then
No, no,
he
no.
gets so short fused.
Let him reward that. It's not my way, but
You reword it.
I'm so used to when I order like Florida, you order something, it's especially when it's like a fast restaurant, fast casual, quick service, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say fast food because Firehouse isn't really, I mean it is, but it's not.
It is.
Um I shouldn't you technically Florida, let me reiterate,
Florida, you be having to wait
Florida
too.
not like that though.
There's been times where I've waited.
Not like that. It was like a half hour. I was like, my God. And the thing was though,
They were really busy though.
they yeah, they
They were
were.
busy. They had like
They
10 Uber orders that came in that they were waiting for their
they
orders to go
were, but
deliver.
there was a few times where I looked and they were just sitting there chit-chatting with each other. And I'm sorry, as being in the food industry and being someone who was an assistant general manager, the guests are more important than you talking about what you did the night before. And these two, and I'm saying this with the most respect possible, were a little just chit chatting, not making the. And I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, yo, you could be making these sandwiches and then have your conversation. The faster you get this food out and get people out of your restaurant, the more conversation you can have.
Okay, come on.
Next question.
So no, because you still haven't answered. So did you do all
uh,
four?
a pace of like I didn't do food. Um, there's definitely different types of restaurants out here. I will say food is food, kind of where you go. Um, it's kind of honestly, we're from Orlando, so it's kind of like the same in the sense of there's so many different options out here. especially if you go to the different like Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Murrayville, Alcoa, Knoxville. There's so many different places to choose from, and it's the same thing with Florida. So I will say the food, but there are a lot more quality food out here, I would say.
All right. So for me, biggest adjustment weather wise, it just brings me back to when I lived in New York. So for me, it was great. I enjoy the season change. Um, People out here um, in Florida, you have so many different paths of life moving to Florida internationally, domestically. So there's so many cultures, there's so many different personalities in Florida that to me, in my opinion, Florida is not what it used to be. Where when I first moved out, a lot of people were more humble and nice, and now people are just very chaotic, rude, and they don't care. Um, so it's nice to be back on the side of life where people actually have courtesy. You know, yes, you're gonna have mean people or just not so happy people no matter where you go, but you can definitely feel and tell the difference here. Pace of life, I'm enjoying the slow pace because I'm from New York. I'm a city boy, so I was always on the go, on the go, on the go, and it's nice to just relax and finally have part of what I want and have wanted for a while, which is to be on the slow side. Food wise, I would say so far with my experience here in
No.
Tennessee, I feel like Florida does have more of a plethora of food. Uh, but in Tennessee, their food options are not what you see in Florida or in, like New York. Like, they're different food places, and they're actually pretty good so far from what we've tried.
Sorry, if you see me snapping, it's because Lincoln's about to jump up on the counter where the camera is. Lincoln, no.
Number 20.
um, yeah. So if you see me doing that, it's because of him. Wait, I feel like I answered my. Hold on,
We're doing 4 each. You started at 17.
I don't know how to count. What kind of content do you want to do more of but haven't yet? Food
Food
reviews.
reviews.
We can both agree with
Definitely
that.
food reviews. We are also trying to figure out just ways to be more creative, and we are very creative, but we're trying to figure out how we can bring it to our channel.
Yeah.
But food reviews for sure.
Yes. Oh, your turn.
My turn. Okay, I need cheers. I need a
Cheers.
little
I'm
sip.
done.
Oh, I was like, you better pour yours in mine.
No, I'm done.
All right. Have you considered having meet and greets in the future? This, honestly, in my opinion, will be very humbling because coming from a music background when I used to like do dancing and music, yes, I did in New York and Florida. It was very nice to see your actual like genuine supporters who truly appreciated your work and they weren't just trying to get a moment off of you. They were really just appreciating you for your time. So to have a meet and greet and to see, our genuine supporters, I think that would be nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely open for it.
Yeah. All right. What is your favorite part of living in Tennessee? The
The
mountains.
mountains, hands down.
The mountains.
Seeing the mountains every morning when I wake up. Um, I won't say driving to work because they're behind me when I drive to work, but coming home from work, I get to see them. When I wake up and open my window, I get to see them. When I go out and walk Leia, I get to see them. It's the mountains, hands down.
Yes. Oh my lord. All right. Was there anything you got rid of in your move that you regret getting rid of?
Everything I do. We
I
have
don't want to say Mike is a hoarder, but he holds on to
no.
a
I wouldn't.
lot of things.
Things that I hold on to have memory, and and Kim and Aaron can vouch for that because I have a key that I had to their apartment when I would dog sit for them. little Mr. Zachary and Cody. I kept that key. I
But
still
a
have
key
that
is how
key,
small
but
and takes up how much
but
space?
but still, a lot of the things that I did save had memories towards them, and I know that is a hoarder mindset. But I was not a hoarder in the fact that it was all over the place.
I just said that. You're a hoarder, but you're not like a hoarder like that. You just hold on to things. And I get it. Like things that are sentimental to you that like it's like dang, like maybe a passed away family member or something like that. Um but other things I helped him through a lot and I'm like, listen, that's here. That's here. So you can get rid of this stuff because these people are still in your life, or we can still create more memories. That's what matters most is the things you remember with those people. So
Yes.
that's what helped him get rid of a lot of stuff. Me, I'm
Yeah.
like throw out, throw out, throw out, throw out, because I was raised that way. If you don't need it, if you're not using it, donate it.
Um, Getting rid of the furniture was really hard for me because it put a lot of money into that. The bedroom set and the living room set. My big 65-inch TV. But it went to my sister and her husband, so it's in good hands.
All of our
I
things went
I'm
to
not
friends and
done.
family.
I'm not done. Thank you. I will
You talk too
say
much.
you do too. You will ramble, okay? Um, I will say the hardest thing for me to get rid of, and I know this may sound stupid, um, maybe, but my grandmother just passed away in September.
Mhm.
Um, and she gave me a pillow. And I tell you, this pillow was raggedy. It was old. She gave it to me when I was 10 or 11. Um, I just couldn't get rid of it. And when I did, I cried.
You couldn't even tell it was a pillow.
Yeah.
That's how like
But I cried because that was just like I felt like I was I'm about to cry right now. I don't want to cry on camera, but it was just it felt like I was kind of throwing her away in a
okay.
sense.
You just say you don't want to cry, and here you are crying. So yes, that was one of the things he regrets getting rid of. So
I do, but I know, like Richie said, it's in my heart, so I know she won't look at it in that way. But it was definitely
I've been I've been that's how he believes and sees like, oh, people love me because I hold on to these things for them. And I'm trying to make him realize no.
I'm sorry for
That's
crying on
all
camera.
material stuff. Material things come and go. Look at how quick our furniture went. Look at how quick, you know, our apartment went. Like it's just that's all material things. What matters is being present, being there, always remembering the person, legit spending time with them, bonding with them. Those are the things that you can never replace and you can never get back once that time is gone. Like all of the material stuff, a person's not going to get upset because it may have broke or you got rid of it or it was just time to let go of it. So he's little by little learning that.
Sorry for my ugly cry.
All right. How are the animals adjusting? They are adjusting very well. They're adjusting well. Honestly, they know that this is home. So we finally got Leia a lead. So we put her outside at times. We just have the shades open and we watch her. She just chills out there. She loves it. Whenever we try to get her to come back in, she looks at us like we're crazy and runs the opposite direction because she don't want to come back in. Go ahead.
Where are you both from? Why did you shouldn't have wrote this?
We
Florida
answered that.
and New York. um, where did y'all go to college? So I got my associate's degree from Broward College, and I am currently going to UCF online, University of Central Florida, Rosen College, for my hospitality and tourism degree. And I plan on staying for hopefully my master's, but we'll see.
I went to Queensborough Community College right after high school for performing arts and then stopped for a while. And then in 2020, I went back to school to do psychology because I was either going to do cognitive behavioral therapy or forensics. but then I stopped as well. So I got my associates in general studies, and yeah, that's that.
What do y'all do for fun when not working? Film content. Um, Also, I enjoy TV shows and movies. So, if you have any suggestions for TV shows, throw them in the comments because I love TV shows. Reading books. I like to read books.
I enjoy being with friends.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't have
I
any friends out here yet.
I do like to just like go and do things like to hang out, or and it could be simple. It could be like doing a bonfire and just listening to music and having some drinks, or just eating some food or something like that. It does not have to be crazy partying or anything like
I
that.
love theme parks. So once Dollywood reopen, I'm telling you, I will probably be there all the time. So, hint, hint, if you want to meet me, I may be at Dollywood. Next. Who does the most cooking? What are your favorite foods?
I used to cook. Both of us cooked at the beginning of our relationship, and then he kept on insisting that he cooks. So I got used to it, and he's the cook now.
I cook all the time. I love to cook. It's therapeutic. I won't say all the time because there are times when I'm just like, I do not want to cook. I'll even take food out and I'll look at it and like, can we go get something to eat because I don't want to cook. What's your favorite foods?
Spanish food, Italian food.
I love me some arroz con andule. That is hands down, which is a form of Puerto Rican rice. That is one of my all-time favorites, and I learned how to cook it from Richie's aunt Amy.
And my
Uh,
mom.
your mom, yeah.
Hmm.
So both of them, which they're sisters, so their recipes were pretty similar. Um, but yeah, they gave me the best recipe ever.
This was the question that I was like, this is hilarious.
Boxers or briefs? I wear boxer briefs.
So at nighttime, I wear boxers, but if I'm like out or working, I prefer boxer briefs.
Eh, eh, Whoever asked that question, thank you, because it kind of it kind of makes it a little bit funny.
All right, so that's yours too.
How do y'all handle disagreements? Um, Not the best.
We're pretty
I know
good.
it's a joke.
Oh,
No, we're pretty good. We may have our moments where we like. I won't ever say we've ever gotten to a screaming match or like yelling at each other, but we have had our stern like, this is my point, and I'm gonna stand on this point, and you're not gonna change my opinion on it. And then we'll kind of walk away from each other, and then what? Maybe like an hour, half
um,
hour, come back and
so
talk
how do
about
we
it.
handle disagreements? I would want to say within like the last.
Don't do it, sir.
I'm I'm a very mutable person. Um, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a fixed sign, but at the same time, I'm very understanding, and I can sit there and like legit hear someone's point of view, understand them, sympathize with them, so on and so forth. Can you guys stop? However, if I feel like my point of view is not being seen or my voice is not being heard, I get very stern. So I can be stern and straight up with someone, but still be very respectful. Mike is a very
La
straight
La
up
Land.
person, which is fine because, like I said, I'm a straight up person too. But he has a different way. He's just very like, no, this is the way. Da 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 da.
I'm a
So for
Pisces.
me, let me finish. So for me, I don't do well with that. I'm like, if I'm gonna sit here and speak to you with respect and like that, then I expect the same back because it's it's a form of common ground. And if you don't want the other party to get worked up, you gotta, be willing to compromise on that. So with that being said, hold on. With that being said,
And I talk a lot.
um, you've been speaking a lot. Let me speak. You keep making me forget what I'm saying. See, whatever. Go.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I do it purposely because sometimes because
You shouldn't do it on camera. I
he'll
don't like
just
it. I
keep
really don't. So
rambling.
go ahead. All right, go next.
Well, hold on. What I was gonna say is the reason I
Look, you
keep
guys are
getting up.
witnessing a disagreement right now
The reason I
because he
keep
don't know how
getting
to be
up.
respectful, and I'm gonna keep cutting him off.
The reason I keep getting up is I'm making sure that the camera is still recording. I just want to make sure that the recording hasn't stopped. So if you see me randomly get up and come back right away, that's what I'm doing. Um, but yeah, I'm very with disagreements. I'm very brush it under the rug and then just call it a day. He wants to talk about it, and I'm just like, I don't want to
Because
talk
when you
about it.
talk about things, you get through things, you learn how to understand each other. So when next time comes around, you can better handle it versus treating it the same way and then it just gets buried up and bottled up and then it could be a really big screaming match or an explosion.
Why so
That's not good.
serious? Why so
So next
serious?
question. How long have y'all been together? Unfortunately, almost 6 years.
Unfortunately. You hear that? You hear that? You heard it here first. He said it.
I sure the heck did. Texting or calling?
This is all in good fun though.
Both.
No, I am a caller. I'll text, but when I want an answer right away, I'm calling. This one will
No.
text.
He will call me to be like, hey, I just turned left at the traffic light
That is
instead
a
of turning
lie.
right because there was too much traffic, so I didn't want to go that way. I'm like, okay, you couldn't text me that?
Don't listen to that. Oh, but yet you
Okay.
tell me not to text and drive. So yeah, I couldn't text you that. Thank you. You see how he
I mean,
thinks.
okay, I get that, but I was giving an example as
Um,
he will legit text me, call me for any little thing where it's like you could literally text me that.
so my thing is with the calling is we will try to plan something and he'll be like, oh, let me text and find out. And it's like, no, why not just call them and get the answer
See, because when
instead
it
of
comes to
texting
certain
them?
people, I know certain people that we plan with, they prefer texting instead of calling. They won't answer my calls. So I text them and they'll answer my text messages.
I just feel like calling's easier.
So I'm going to respect that for that person because they would respect it for me. On to the
Can you
next.
fizzle down just a little
What are
bit?
y'all dream jobs? No, you got me worked up now. What
God,
what
so
are y'all
extra.
dream jobs? Go ahead.
Well, at one point in my life, my dream job was to be an actor. Um, I just don't know if I want that much limelight. Um, I don't think I want to walk out my door and if I got to that point having paparazzi. So I would say my dream job now is to not work. My dream job now is if our YouTube channel becomes very successful, I would love to just film content and edit videos. I do love editing. Sometimes, I will say sometimes it's stressful. It is because especially when you're trying to get the right music and you're trying to make things line perfectly. But I will say, when I was in video editing, there are some videos I made that are really cool.
His editing is
Um,
cool, but he's very impatient and he gets mad for any little thing. Don't let him fool you.
maybe don't listen to him. He's being extra because he's mad from the last question.
No, I might be being
Um,
extra, but I'm being truthful.
no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not though.
Can you hurry so I can tell them what my dream job is?
Go ahead.
Because you went on a rampage of editing. You done?
Go ahead.
So my dream job was to become an artist. I wrote a lot of music. I danced a lot, so that was my dream job. But same as Mike said, I didn't want that kind of a limelight. Um, I learned fast just by being a little local artist that it's not all fun and games at times. So it's kind of scary at times, and I didn't want that. So yeah, now I feel like my job right now is where it's at. Would I like to not work? Of course, although I love my job, but if it comes to that point, then I'll just work minimal so I can keep my flight benefits.
But yes, editing is stressful, but I don't get that mad.
All right. Where can we send y'all stuff?
Um, we really don't need you to send us anything. We appreciate the question. Um, I do have where could they send us stuff if they wanted to? Because we don't really have an address.
Is it? I mean, I guess it would depend on what's being sent. Is it big packages? Is it like, I don't know,
If
letters?
it's gift cards or anything or money or anything, you could send it to
We opened
a
up.
Cash App.
Yes. What was that?
What was that? Sorry, we just heard a weird noise. Oh, I think it's the neighbor. He's working on his tire.
Oh,
Um, we have a Cash App, and then you can also. I know they have like e-gift cards now, and I don't mind giving my email address. It's or Richie can give his whoever. Uh, I'm not worried about it. As for packages and stuff, I don't know about giving out our address.
yeah.
Just because there are. I'm not saying whoever asked that or whoever watches this channel is
We're just not
doesn't
comfortable
have
with
good.
that.
Yeah, some people don't
We're
have
just
the
not
best
comfortable.
intentions.
But yeah, so Cash App. Do you gonna give them your Cash App?
Sidebar, send a comment and we can discuss that. Can I adopt all of you? Sure, I'm down to be adopted.
He may have conditions, like does he have to work and stuff like that. um, I mean, it all depends. It all depends. What will be our living situation? Yeah, I mean,
go on.
and then what does the 1111 tattoo on Rich's arm mean? So I don't know if you all seen it, but I do have an 1111 tattoo on my arm. Uh, it was actually my sister's idea. She wanted to get 444 for her birthday, but wanted me to get a matching tattoo with her. Um, so I got 1111. They're angelic numbers. Her and I are very spiritual. So you know how when they say it's 1111, make a wish, and then you make a wish for whatever it is you want to wish for. In the spiritual world, that wish is your way of communicating with your angels or your guides, the medians, to where they can help you understand something or get clarity on something, or you can wish for something, but it's your way of talking to them. So it's that open communication. I see 1111 all the time. My sister sees 444 all the time. That's the meaning of that.
And those are all of our questions.
Yeah.
So if you stayed for the whole video, thank you. Um, we do appreciate the questions, even the funny ones, even the very personal ones.
Boxers or briefs.
I'm an open book, so I will pretty much answer anything, to an extent. Um, but we do appreciate all your questions. We will do another Q&A down the line. Um, so think of more questions. Think of different things you want to ask.
As you get to know us
Yeah,
more through the channel, this was cool. It was fun. I feel like it was more very intimate. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
and I promise we are not arguing. We are very understanding of each other's personalities. So, what? Anyways, again, we appreciate you guys. Everything you guys say, watching our videos. Thank you so much.
For those of you who are very, I guess, curious on the whole, like where to send us things, like Mike said, just leave a comment. We'll answer it. It just depends on what it is.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
share, share, share.
Yes.
Let your other friends and family know about us that like watching YouTube. Hopefully, they'll be interested in watching our channel. Uh, Again, we made it to 1,000 subscribers.
Woo!
So that is a big milestone.
Yes.
Next goal will be 2,000. So
Next goal is 10,000.
let's get there. Let's take it one step at a time. So short-term goals to achieve that long-term goal.
Yes, yes. Thank you, everybody. You have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.
And I'm gonna give him 2 after this.